Are we recording? Are we live? What's going on here?
It says wreck, so are we a train wreck?
Wreck. Yes, we're a train wreck.
This is a Mutt and Jeff situation here.
It really is. We need to put you up on a couple phone books.
No thanks. I'd fall off of them like.
And I'm not even sitting up straight.
I know,
look,
you're
this
not.
is me just sitting in a chair, right? Just slouching. Now if I sit up straight.
There, how's that? Not much better. Relax.
I love my peppermint mocha.
I'm glad you do. Where's my cup?
Your cup's on your desk.
Why didn't you fix me a cup?
You gotta put your K-cup in the coffee maker.
I'm almost sure chivalry's dead. But that's okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, Flosstubers. I'm Nancy from Always in Stitches, and this is
Hi, I'm Peter.
from Always in Stitches. And Christmas is just around the corner, everybody. Are you ready? Got all your stitching done and have it all displayed and everything? I hope you started stitching Christmas in the summer so you would have it all done for now. Well, I started in the summer and still don't have it all done, but that's okay. What'd you do this weekend, Peter?
Ate Chinese food.
What'd you have? I love Chinese food.
I had chicken on a stick.
Yeah.
I had
Okay.
crab rangoon.
Love, is it the sweet crab rangoon?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love that.
And then I had General Zoe's.
I love that.
Don't know who General Zoe was, but his chicken's really good. He's got a great recipe. And I think it's, what's the beef one called?
Which one?
Not the pepper, but the Szechuan. Is it Szechuan?
Yeah, I think
No.
they have a Szechuan.
Some type of beef where it's flat and it's got onions that are cooked onions.
I'm not sure what that is. Where'd it come from?
Happy Dragon.
Oh, over on 32? Noblesville?
I don't know.
Or is there another Happy Dragon?
I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I just went on the porch and picked it up off the porch.
Porch pickup. Oh, I hope it was yours and not somebody else's. I've been reading a lot where people are not getting their packages delivered to the right house. And the sad thing is we never hear if there was a resolution, if they found their package or if it was returned to them. So it'd be nice. Hey, if you have that problem, let us know if you get your package like you should have. So far, all my packages have come to our house. So I'm good. Well, I had a music weekend this weekend. Saturday morning, I had a rehearsal for a cantata that I played on Sunday night at Trinity United Methodist Church in LaPel. Love that church. It's a small, old church. Beautiful woodwork inside. They have a pipe organ.
Oh, I like woodwork.
Oh,
I like a good pipe organ too.
their whole balcony is wood.
Oh wow.
And it's highly polished. They take great care of this church. They switched us up because normally the orchestra is in front of the choir, but this year they put the choir on the floor and put the orchestra up in the choir loft. But we only took up like one row because behind us was this gorgeous, huge nativity set. I kept looking back at it going, oh, that's so pretty.
Did you take a picture?
No, I should have. But that's one of the things that, why are we so blurry? There we go. We kind of went out of focus there for a minute.
I don't know. It's not focusing.
No. What do you need to do?
It's probably because the shirt's too dark. Put it on your face. We'll put the
Ugh.
focus on your chin. There you go.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, how long has it been doing that, you think?
I don't know. I just looked up and went, oh, we're out of focus.
Hey, we're just a bunch of amateurs here. We're not really
Yeah.
a professional YouTube.
Not at all.
If you're looking for professional, there's several great ones that we recommend.
Yeah. But
You
this-
know what they are. You know where to go.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
But this is a cantata that I look forward to playing at every year, and it makes me sad years that I can't play.
Oh.
I think there was only 2 years I haven't been able to play. One was because it was Julie's wedding weekend.
You know,
Go figure.
just you know when the date is every year, don't you? Or no? Does it change?
Typically, yes, but it's kind of like family comes first. So, and then Sunday morning,
I'd be like, okay, fam, come see me play this cantata.
yeah, and Sunday morning I played at Bethany Christian Church, which was a lot of fun. So, I got my fill of Christmas music, playing it actually.
Do you get to enjoy it while you're playing it? I mean,
Oh,
are you
yeah.
listening to it while you're playing it? Or are you
Oh,
so
yeah.
concentrated on what music says or how it's in your head or whatever that you kind of block everything out?
No, because, and this made so many flute teachers very angry with me. I play by ear. So if you hand me a piece of music and I just look at it and go, mm-hmm, if you play it or I hear it on a CD or something, I can play it. Just, I get it in my head and then I can play it. You do have to watch for sharps and flats and things like that. But, yeah,
Wow.
I listen
That's impressive.
to what I'm playing. A lot of times I'm singing it in my head while I'm playing. Or if there's, like the worship leader, they're singing, I'm listening to them. Plus, I'm listening to everybody around me, too.
So if I play you a dance techno track, like you can play that?
A flute does not do well with something like that.
No, it doesn't. How many beats per minute are you limited to with the flute?
None. I mean,
So you can go real fast or play real slow.
yeah. Or I can just pick the notes that I want to play. I do in the band we have, well, wherever I play.
I don't like that note. I'm not going to play it. They won't ever know.
Pretty much. I have this rule and I share it with other woodwinds, is that if you don't know how it goes, just make it up, because people in the audience aren't going to have the music in front of them. So unless they're a musician and also have played it, they don't know what I'm playing is right or wrong. So, and if you're not sure of a note, you just come in real quiet and hope that the other flutes around you know what they're doing. So
That's
we all
awesome.
take care of each other.
That's awesome. I love it.
So, yeah. But I don't have anything musically scheduled until January. So, just have to play for fun then. I always play for fun. So, we got a lot.
We got comments,
About
stuff and things.
stuff and things.
Look, I'm so prepared. I put it right here.
Oh my goodness.
Look at how prepared
Look
I am.
at this. Okay, this was Christmas traditions. Did we pick one?
We can as we read them.
Okay. So who's going to start?
I'll start. This is Welchie 65, Clement 19. I printed this a couple days ago, so I don't remember how many days ago, but this comment was 8 days ago, so just add a couple days. This viewer says, my tradition was when I was a child and we would put pillowcases at the end of our bed waiting for Christmas to fill them while we were sleeping. Ragmop was a song by the Amos Brothers in the late 40s. I looked it up. Thank you for looking that up. That sounds exactly right. Because we were talking about Ragmop. Well, she said something, the Neener Beaner said something, and then it made me think of the song Ragmop. Raggmop, Ragmop. Have you ever heard it? It's as
No.
catchy as all get out, and you can play it on the flute.
Okay. I'll do that. Okay, from Sharjay57. Happy birthday. Favorite Christmas tradition. We would play bingo and win stupid prizes. I like that. There was I think it's the Benson family on Facebook. They have been posting all these fun family games. Oh my gosh, they use buckets and red Solo cups, and there could be anywhere from a piece of paper that says you get a free hug to $100 in cash to gift cards. I'm thinking, I want to play their games. So I've saved a lot of them. So
That's a good idea, because this is
Yeah.
the time of year where a lot of families get together, and instead of just, kids saying, "Oh, I don't want to go because that's going to be
Yeah.
boring," then next year they can say, "Oh my God, when do we get to go?" Because it
Yeah.
was so much fun and excitement.
Yeah, and me with having 12 grandkids, and then there would be 8 of us adults. We could have adult games and then games geared towards the kids.
And you can have a playoff, kids against the adults.
Oh yeah, how fun would that be? I have a year to plan it. I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah,
So read
you got
family,
you
watch
got all
out.
you got all the resources.
I do. Okay.
This one is from Hilltop Stitching 9 days ago. Add a couple days. My favorite Christmas tradition was getting to open one present Christmas Eve night.
We used
the
to
one
do
present
that.
you get to open just the
one.
one. Pick one, and then you
Yeah.
have to figure out by acute observation which one you're going to pick and open.
Well, and you've spent all that time prior to that shaking them, trying to see if you can figure out what's in it. So then you know which one you want to open up. Yeah, I like that tradition. So happy, 2347. She says, if I forgot, my favorite Christmas tradition is when we were little. Dad would go get the biggest pine tree. Yes, a pine tree. Put it in a garbage can with dirt. Mom was always mad because it was so big. Way to go, Dad. But we loved it. There were 5 of them. She would put some rope of macrame, nail it to the wall to stay straight. Dad would put those big bulb lights on, and they were hot. Dad would let us sleep under the tree the first night with the lights on. It was so grand. How fun.
Isn't that awesome?
I think that's great.
Do you remember sleeping under the tree when you were a kid? Did you ever do that?
No.
Do you remember the big bulbs and how they would get real hot?
Yes.
I remember our first, as far as I can remember, the first string of lights that we had were those big bulb lights.
Yeah, I remember my grandfather had one of those aluminum trees with the color wheel.
Oh, wow.
I
the aluminium
loved-
tree.
Oh, I'm going to tell him myself, which I can, but, they've been gone for many years now. But they would have these glass ornaments that in the center, it would be indented, and the glass was thin. Now, mind you, I was little. I would be under the tree, and I would poke my finger through the center of the ornaments. I don't know how many I did
That's
that.
awesome. That sounds like something I would do, and I didn't even think of that.
Sorry, Grandpa.
Oh, we got to give some background information as to even why we're reading the comments.
Oh, yeah.
So I was reading these comments, and a lot of them were bringing up memories and thoughts that I hadn't thought about for years. And so I thought, well, what a great way it would be to share these memories from our viewers to the viewers, so that way maybe there's some memories there that are all locked up and stored away that you haven't thought about for years, and so this will help kind of bring about some of that.
Yep.
So there's the background information in
Yeah.
case you were wanting to know.
That tree story made me think of my grandpa's tree, which I would love to have an aluminum tree with a color wheel.
And aluminium. Have you been looking at the flea markets and stuff
Oh, yeah.
like that? I mean, because if you go to a
Sometimes-
Christmas flea market, they might have one of those.
Sometimes you can find just the tree and not the color wheel, or just the color wheel with maybe not the film in
Yeah.
it. So, I mean, it's hard to find
Could
them
you piece
together.
it together?
If I was so inclined. But I would really like to just
This
buy
might
the
this
whole
might
thing
be the
together.
year of piecing it together. Of course, then you piece it together, and then you end up finding the thing all assembled all
Yeah,
together.
then there's another problem.
What if somebody has one and they ship it to you?
That would be so awesome. I would be
Somebody
so
out there
excited.
has one, I bet.
I would keep it
like
up year
in their
round.
barn, that's
Oh,
just been
my.
collecting dust in a box.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd even come pick it up if you're local. Or even
We're
within
sending,
the tri-state
we're
area.
sending you to Hawaii.
Oh, no, I'd have to fly, and I don't fly. Okay.
Okay, I'm next.
You got that one.
Okay, this is from Montepep 3216, 9 days ago.
Plus some.
Plus some. Decorating my tree and setting my mom's old nativity set under the tree are my favorite traditions.
I don't hide mine under the tree. I've got a friend of mine, he got a new laser cutter thing a couple of years ago, and he made this nativity puzzle. And it's probably about that big. It's made out of wood. And I always struggle with where to put it so you could see it. Well, this year I have it right. I have an antique sewing machine table with a featherweight on it right at my door. So I set it in front of the sewing machine. So if you come to my door, you're going to see the nativity.
Oh, wow. Well, this might be, the way I read this is decorating my tree and set up my mom's old nativity set under my tree, our favorite tradition. They might have multiple nativity sets. It could be, because if maybe she has her own nativity set and then you have your mom's and you got your grandma's, I mean, there's like 3 generations of nativities.
Yeah. A friend of mine, she's got probably 30 nativity sets throughout her house. I think I have 3. Oh, but then there's going to be a new one next year, but I'm not going to talk about it until we go through the new patterns.
One of our coworkers, Julie, every time her husband travels, I don't know if he's still doing it, he would bring back a nativity set from the place that he visited. So she has all these like really cool nativity sets.
Yeah,
She's
to
got
get
a lot
them
of cool
from
ones.
different countries or different cultures, that's pretty awesome.
It's eye-opening if
Oh, yeah.
all you've ever seen is, one type of a nativity set and you see one from different parts of the world. It's amazing.
Right. Oh, I have to tell you this story. We were at St. Vincent's many years ago, and it was around Christmas time, so I walked by and they had their nativity set up, and it was a large one. And I looked and I went, oh, somebody stole baby Jesus. And I'm like, well, why isn't he in the manger? And whoever I was with, they explained to me that St. Vincent's is a Catholic background, that they don't put it out until Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
That's a good question.
But when I looked back at the nativity at the church I was in, the manger,
I would say midnight, Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Midnight, yeah.
The manger was empty.
Midnight, baby Jesus goes in.
Yeah. So the manger was empty, so I didn't make a fool of myself and say, where's baby Jesus? I knew. So, but that's okay. Okay, from Jan D'Amico 7270. I'm sorry if I slaughtered
I
this.
think it's Jan D'Amico.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite tradition for Christmas is baking cookies. Oh, yes. I need to do that. I baked cookies with my mom, then my daughter, now my granddaughters. It fills my heart with joy. I have tried that through the years to get my grandkids interested in baking with me, and all they want to do is eat the raw dough.
Yeah.
And then when I say, well, let's put it on the pans to bake them, they're gone. It's like, okay. So Grandma gets to finish them.
I remember when my mom would take out the cookies from the oven for Christmas, and they would be hot chocolate chip cookies. And
the best.
oh my gosh, I couldn't even wait for them to cool.
Oh,
I
know.
would just have to scoop one up, and she'd say, "Wait till they're cooled down. Wait till they're cooled down." And then so I would wait till they're cooled down, and then I'd have some more.
Well, my husband, if I'm baking cookies and I turn my back, I'll turn around and there will be a cookie missing. And he's over there fanning his mouth because I just took him out of the oven. I went, yep, that's what you get. I would have let you have one. So, yeah, baking cookies is good. I have a whole pile in my dining room of ingredients to start my Christmas baking stuff. We're not doing our family Christmas until the 28th, so I have a little bit more time to get it all done. But there are certain things I had to get done and completed before I could do that.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right, the next one is from Debbie Flaw 4332 9
Hi,
days
Debbie.
ago. Hi, Debbie. She says, one of my favorite memory traditions is having tenderloins from Who's Your
Ooh.
Tenderloin on Christmas Eve with my family. We would open our presents and everyone would get along.
That's important.
and it was a wonderful time.
Oh, you guys got called out. You
Yeah.
didn't share a tradition.
No, Lenine didn't share a tradition. Can you believe that?
Sounds like you
What?
didn't either. So what about that, Peter? How about you share a tradition?
My mom baking Christmas cookies and then I'm eating them as she's taking them out of the
Oh
oven.
yeah, you just did share that.
When she'd put the nativity set out, and then we would put a straw on the manger for good behavior.
How many did you get to put on?
I only remember putting like, I wasn't a very good kid, so.
That's what I was thinking.
I think I just remember one straw, quite honestly. I mean, I think there were some cold people in that nativity. The animals were cold.
Your poor nativity.
Mary and Joseph were cold.
Wow. Okay, 14 count, Ada girl. Hey you, what are you stitching lately? I haven't seen you on Facebook showing your stuff. Our family tradition was giving pajamas that the kids got to open Christmas Eve to sleep in, making hot cocoa and reading the night before Christmas. Now they are grown and I still give the pajamas. I do the same thing. No matter what else they get a new pair of pajamas for Christmas.
I'm not gonna lie, I think new pajamas are awesome.
Oh, I know.
My wife gives me like 3 to 5 pairs of flannel pajamas from Old Navy.
Oh yeah.
And you know, those Old Navy flannel pajamas are really nice. They're not too thick, they're not too thin, they're just the right weight. They have just the right brushed cotton. And they come in all different types of colors and, you know, whimsical type of characters. I think I have a pair that has cheeseburgers on them.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, I have cheeseburger.
Doesn't that make you hungry?
You know, it's funny, not really, because I don't think about the cheeseburgers when I'm wearing them. I don't know why.
Well, I know I took 2 of my grandsons shopping at Old Navy, and I think we were shopping for jeans. They didn't want to go with their parents. Go figure.
Jean shopping is the hardest thing to do.
It is. It took me...
You got to set aside a whole day just to try on jeans.
Well, yeah. And my one grandson, he's moved from boys into men's, so we had no idea where to even start. So he didn't come out of the dressing room when he tried them on. And he said, oh, yeah, they fit. And I went, okay. Well, when he tried them on for his parents, they were too small. So I returned those, got the next size up. They were still too small. So his dad said, I think it's the fit. So maybe if you went with a different fit. And I said, return those. By the 3rd set, we finally got it. And I really think we could have almost gone up another size. So.
Well, when they're growing, go up a size or 2 and then get a belt.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So who knows, maybe by the time his birthday rolls around in November, we'll be doing this all over again.
I mean, you got low rise, high rise, bootleg, tapered leg, slim fit, loose cut, relaxed fit, baggy cut.
Athletic fit.
Athletic fit.
That was
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either, but that's the one that he wanted. And I said, okay, and they were snug everywhere. So that was not what we wanted to portray in a middle schooler.
Well, I'm telling you what I gotta have. I gotta have a relaxed cut because I want to be able to get my hands in my pockets. When I have things in the pockets, I want to be able to get the hands in the pockets.
And breathe.
If I put on a pair of jeans and I can't get the thing in the pocket, that's a no-go. And then if I try on a pair of jeans and I can put the thing in the pocket, but I can't get my hand in the pocket because there's something in the pocket, then that's a no-go. You know?
But what if you can get your hands in your pockets, get the thing in your pocket, and the hands in the pocket, but you can't breathe?
Well, then that's too tight.
Just no.
Like the jeans I have on now, these are, I'm going to say I bought my size according to how they said I should buy my size, but I actually like these because these are loose. Like there's literally, these are probably, I buy a 40.
That's a good heavy denim.
These are probably a 42.
Yeah.
These are the LC King manufacturing. I highly recommend their jeans. They're made in the USA.
They hold up well. You've worn those a lot.
Yeah, I made the mistake though and washed them with not color safe. Like, you should always use color safe laundry detergent. I have Tide with that Oxygen, what's it called? OxyClean. OxyClean will strip the color right out because these were a couple shades darker. And I even turned them inside out to wash them.
Wow. Okay.
So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
All right, so Tammy Moser, 3668, 8 days ago. She wishes Lenina happy birthday. She says, "You two are great. Thanks for the videos."
Oh, there's more. Turn the page faster.
My favorite tradition is my kids come over in the morning for gifts, and then we all go to my sister's for dinner. More gifts and games. It's so much fun. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait either.
I like the theme of games. I know a couple of my grandkids had games on their Christmas list, and I hope they're nice enough that we can play them on Christmas, because, you know, they look kind of interesting. You can never tell by the names. They have some really weird names, but
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I read the description, so I made sure I was not buying something inappropriate. Oh, okay, so Jan Fusco 80.
Fusco.
Fusco?
Yeah.
Fusco?
Fusco.
I like to fuss.
I bet it's Jan Fusco.
Like I said, I apologize if I slaughter it. My favorite tradition when my boys were little, my husband would get the tree in and I would decorate it on Christmas Eve after the boys were asleep. And I put all the gifts under the tree so they would be totally surprised Christmas morning. Now that I'm 76 and my boys are grown and my husband has passed, I can't bring in a tree. I have a large decorative fern and I decorate it with lights and knitted items my niece has made. So I have a Christmas fern instead of a Christmas tree. Sending blessings to everyone as they celebrate their holiday. I love that.
I love the Christmas fern.
Yes, even though she can't get a tree in.
Yes.
She has a fern and she decorates it.
Yes.
I mean,
It makes me want to get a Christmas fern, quite honestly, after I read that. I was like, I want a fern.
I'm kind of curious what type of fern it is. If it's like a Boston fern or some other type of fern, but no matter what, that is ingenious. I love it.
Ingenious. Do you remember How to Lose a Date? Was it How to Lose a Date? She was the editor of a magazine, and so she wanted to do an article, and it was Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the girl's name.
I can't either.
And
I'm seeing it in my head.
and so she bought him a fern and called it, "Oh, it's our love fern." And then he ended up killing it, and she goes in there and she's like, "You killed our love fern."
Didn't she deliver it the night it was poker night with the guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That was good.
That is the best movie ever.
Okay. Hey, I can pronounce this one. Janet R. Crustitch. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lenine, even though it was a couple weeks ago. Thanks for all the laughs. Always enjoy watching. Favorite tradition is going for a ride and seeing all the Christmas lights and decorations. I took Harper out. We had gone to the grocery store. She was spending the weekend with us. And I said, Harper, let's go look at Christmas lights. I said, I'm going to take you to one that's really special. So there's a house. They're not directly on the lake, but let's just say their lights reflected on the lake.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, it was this huge display. And they live on the walking path that's there at Redbridge Park. And Harper said, I want my house decorated like that. So I sent her dad the picture and I said, hey, Daddy, Harper wants her house decorated like this. He goes, maybe next year. I'm going to hold him to that. So I'm going to start asking about October.
You know what I'll do? Put Julie on a ladder.
Probably. And then my other son-in-law, his idea of decorating for Christmas is that Grinch blow up who's pulling the lights off the
gosh,
house.
That is hilarious.
It's like, you guys. So that's why my grandsons want to come help me decorate, because they don't decorate at home. Which, thank you, Emerson, for your help this year. That was a requirement of taking him jean shopping.
Oh,
So-
what a trooper. I like how
Yeah.
you're teaching responsibility at such a young age.
And then I had to talk him into going to Newcastle with me to pick up a pie safe. So, and then back home. And
Man.
Yeah. One of
So,
them.
did you know this the whole time and then sprung it on him, like, either right before you took him jean shopping or after he got the jeans?
No, because.
Or did he know ahead of time? I'm just curious.
He knew the decorating ahead of time. But see, his brother coming along was kind of a last minute thing. The trip to Newcastle for the pie safe, that came up that morning. So, the guy would accept my offer on it if I picked it up that day. So it's like, okay, guys, I even fed them. I took them to McDonald's and they could get whatever they wanted. So I took them shopping. I took the other grandson to get his wrestling gear. Took him to McDonald's. And it's like, you can sleep in the car. I don't care. And so the second one who did all the complaining about going, he was the first one to jump out of the truck and help load the pie safe. So it was a good day. Then I told him, I said, okay, I'll take you home, and then Emerson can come with me to decorate the house. And I think he got dinner out of that too. So,
Wow.
you know.
I'd have been ordering like 2 double cheeseburgers,
Well,
chicken nuggets,
it's funny, the older
a
one,
shake.
he got,
I would have ordered one of the little pies and fries.
all he wanted was the 10-piece chicken nuggets. And then his brother, who's this skinny little wisp of the thing, he's chowing down on a Big Mac. And I'm like, whoa, can you eat all that? And he did. So that was pretty incredible. Okay.
The Christmas light thing, I remember my wife Kathy, we would be going home from somewhere, and you know we had been out, and so I'm just ready to go home, and then all of a sudden before we we're supposed to turn left, she'll go straight, and she's like, I'm like, what are we doing? Where are we going? What's happening here? What are you kidnapping me? And then so she would drive me around the neighborhood because she would know where all the cool houses were that had pretty lights, and so she would take me to look at lights. I remember one time, and I don't remember who I was with, but going to Marion, because they have a park in Marion that you drive through, and it's completely decorated with lights. And then I don't know if they did it at the Indiana State Fair, but I feel like there were Christmas lights at Indiana State Fair. And then the tractor dealer had the lights for years. Reynolds, Fisher's, right?
Yeah,
Reynolds and Fisher's.
You can drive around the Speedway, the Indy 500, with Christmas lights, and then Shipshewanah's got where they have the flea market. They have that all decorated.
Wow.
So yeah, there's lots of cool places like that you can go. And it was funny, I spent most of Sunday in Madison County, but I thought I left at dark to go play at the church for their services, but it was fun seeing all the lights. And then when I left to go for the cantata, it was dark again, so I got to see more of the lights. And I thought, okay, I kind of like this, even though it's just dark.
So if we get like a really snowy day, we need to go to Clay Terrace.
Why?
Because nothing's better than walking outdoors shopping when it's snowing and drinking hot chocolate. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. And then having a candy cake.
Or a peppermint mocha from Starbucks.
Hey, I'm having peppermint coffee from Starbucks. Where's yours? Wait, okay, so I didn't make it for her because I said, well, should we have peppermint mochas? And she's like, oh, but this would be my second. I just had one.
It was okay.
I just had a coffee.
It was okay.
And she was making a face. You were making a face. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could have more caffeine right now.
I probably could. So it's all good. It's all good. I'll survive.
All right, we have Melissa. Melissa who makes quilts, 5803. Hi, Melissa. She's 9 days ago. And we printed these off a couple days ago, so if you submitted one and we don't read it, it's because these were printed in preparation of our episode. You have to imagine all the planning, all the preparation that goes into making these episodes. Okay, she says, happy birthday to Lenine. And Melissa's favorite tradition growing up was doing the 12 days of Christmas. Yeah, for 12 days.
There's a Hallmark movie about that.
For 12 days, we would leave gifts at, I love this, at a family friend's door with lyrics that said, on the...
whatever day of Christmas.
My true friend gave to me, not true love. We changed the lyrics a little to fit. Each day's gift coincides with the song. Like day 2 might be Dove Chocolate, not Turtle Doves. It was so fun to give gifts and to try not to let them catch us.
How fun.
After several days, they were always looking for us. This was before the days of Ring doorbells. I love it.
Yeah, Ring doorbells kind of taken that fun away, but there's.
If you can walk backwards, Ring doorbell will never detect you. Just saying.
Well, they would. Well, if you have it set on face recognition.
No, walk backwards.
Right.
How are they gonna recognize your face if all they see is the back of your head?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You weren't listening.
What'd you say?
I said, if you have face recognition, it wouldn't detect your face because it's not.
I know. But when yours goes off, you always pull it up to look to see who's there. So you're going to be looking, right? So
Yeah.
you don't need face detection because you can look and see, oh man, look, there's my, there's so-and-so and such and such.
Well, and then you have to watch and see if they have additional cameras. Because we have one at our driveway.
So you got to get one of those big hooded
Yeah.
sweatshirts, and you got to get one of those.
You'd be a porch pirate.
Like a balaclava that covers your forehead and up here like this, and then you kind of you wear like a hat underneath. You wear a hat underneath your hoodie. You know the hat under the hoodie thing. So when you go like this, nobody can see you.
That just spoiled all the fun. But I love that idea. And there was a Hallmark movie that did that, and the family was trying to figure out who it was, because they didn't know. And they guessed one person, it wasn't that person, then they guessed another one. But yeah, that's always fun.
If I was ringing doorbells when I was a kid, I wasn't leaving gifts.
No, you were being
I was
ornery.
ringing the doorbell and running away.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh man, did you ever do that? Did you ever ring the neighbor's doorbell and run away?
Nope, because I knew I'd be grounded for life, and most of the time I was grounded, so it's like, okay, even if my sister started, I still got grounded. Oh well. Okay, from Nancy Pitzer, 3923.
Hi, Nancy.
Her favorite tradition, hosting a happy birthday Jesus party, open house style with friends after Christmas Eve service. Started out as a casual invite, asking people after the service to sending out invitations. Sadly, we have not done one since the kids moved out. And here's a funny, we were inviting after the service just as an impromptu invite to come to our happy birthday party, and the question followed was, whose birthday? Oh my. That's a sweet memory.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is great.
Those are fun.
That's awesome.
I know my kids will make a birthday cake, and it would say happy birthday on Jesus when their kids were little. So hopefully they haven't stopped that tradition, because their kids aren't past the age of enjoying something like that. So, all right, you get the last one.
Okay, this is from Julie R. Stitches, 6 days ago. Happy birthday to Lenine. You both always brighten my day. My favorite Christmas tradition is me, also known as Grammy Claus, Christmas Eve pajama gifts for my family. My grandma Hill started the tradition. It stopped when my parents separated and I missed it. So when I got married, I started it back up with my husband and our son. Since our granddaughter was born, that is when the name went from Mrs. Claus to Grammy Claus. I love that. And then she was commenting on Lenine's cross-stitch coming to America, which we see your comment. We'll have to take a look and see.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That was fun. Gives me some ideas.
Yeah, you can start some traditions.
Yeah. I mean, when you got 12 grandkids, you can start lots of things, and they may not all remember them. So, hey, Virginia. The queen has arrived.
The queen.
So, here's the question I ask you every time. What have you been cross-stitching?
Are you getting cross with me?
Uh-huh. Cross that
Does
stitch.
knitting count?
I said cross-stitch.
Does it count if I touched a cross-stitch pattern?
No.
Oh.
Have you put
No.
floss to fabric?
No.
Well, I'm gonna
No floss to no fabric.
I'm gonna make up for all you're not doing it. So I don't know if you guys are aware, you probably are, but a lot of your designers will send out freebies if you subscribe to their newsletter or their blog, which is always fun because those patterns either sometimes may be older patterns that are not in print anymore, or they may just be a freebie that they want to send you that they don't print as a pattern to sell. They may have mystery stitch-alongs. They may have just a stitch-along, just different things that they do. And I find that those are fun to do sometimes you got to dig to find them.
Yeah.
But if you have a favorite designer, follow them and get the freebies. Do the
jingle balls.
Yeah. Oh, Jingle Ball was fun. I did that. Sadly, I think I had one of my grandkids that day, and she was 2. So I really couldn't participate in the ball, but I was there in spirit. So last year, at the end of the year, I did a mystery stitch from Fat Quarter Shop. Here, Peter, you may need to help hold this.
Okay.
And this is what it was, and it says Merry Little Christmas. And I'm going to have to watch this because I think Virginia may try to steal it.
Virginia has something she'd like to
I
say.
am going to take that with me.
I don't think so. It has a place on my wall. It has to hang.
Oh.
But she
You sure
did.
you don't want to give it to Virginia?
I'm positive.
She's an aging woman.
But I did not get to hang this up last year. But she did make my
If you
bow.
would have given it to Virginia, she would have hung it up.
She put it in her basement.
Hey, there's Lenine!
She did make the bow here. But this is a
Come get on camera, Lenine.
Hi, Lenine.
You want that?
No, she can't have it.
Come say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
Should've
Stick
went.
your head in here.
Can you fit through there?
I really like this. This is cute.
Isn't
That
that
came
fun?
from Hobby Lobby. Still
very
has
nice.
a sticker on the back.
Why aren't the 3 of us doing Flosstube together?
We don't have room on this little table.
That's right.
Well, can we talk to the person who orders
talk to the
furniture for
person?
always the stitches and get a bigger table?
But this was a mystery stitch, and this one I kept up with. So some of them I don't because I want to see what it looks like done. So this hangs in my kitchen.
I love that.
And-
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So then I have a whole basket full of finishes because I spent all day yesterday in my sewing room. This is a shop sample. This is Stitchy Bird from Teresa Kogut, and it is finished on a book. Teresa likes to finish a lot of her pieces on books, and I thought, you know, Stitchy Bird needs to go on a book. So it took me a while to find a red book. I had to go to like 2 Goodwills, and it really is just, this is a kid's book, but
Hothead.
yeah, it's a baseball book. I think it's written by Cal Ripken.
Oh, wow.
But I kind of all of my crafting blended together yesterday because I antiqued the edges. You can see they look a little brown, but that was from my scrapbooking supply. The lace was in my sewing stash. So that'll be going out on the floor, so if you want to take a look at it, you can see. But I really like the finishing on an antique book. That's not an antique, but I seriously could not find a red antique book. I thought, that's crazy. So I found that one and I went, it'll work.
Okay, now to get started.
So when I was,
Is the Scarlet Letter, is that red? The book?
it might be.
Oh my gosh. And you know what we're sold out of?
I know.
Every year we always sell out of
I
the little
know.
sleds.
A
I
cup-
love these.
A couple years ago, Annie Bees and Crazy Annie's did a, it was like a club, and this was the mini sleds. And so I have, I think, 36 patterns for 36 sleds,
Oh.
and I have 5 of them done.
Oh my
So you can,
God.
here, show 2 of them at a time. So that's the snowman and the snowflakes, and it's done on perforated paper. Very quick stitch. Not a lot of color changes. I mean, some of them have quite a bit, but other ones don't. That's the ornaments, which I think that was the second one I did. I think the snowflake was the first one. And then we have Santa, and these are mounted on the mini sled ornaments. So, I mean, I had to buy 36 sleds. And this one is packages.
Love it.
So those were fun.
These are my favorite. I remember when I started here, like however many dozens of years ago. Okay, not a dozen, but anyway, I remember the sleds and the patterns, and every Christmas, I would just stare at the patterns for the sleds, and stare at the sleds, and then stare at the.
Yeah.
I loved the Annie B's patterns for the sleds.
And she does have a pattern booklet out that's got, I think, 12 sleds. Some of them are the same as these.
Did you put anything on the back, or did you just mount this directly to the sled after you got done?
I mounted it directly to the sled, and I used like a double-sided tape and just ran it along the two long sides and popped it on there. A quick finish, stitch it, cut it out, slap it on there, and hang it on the tree.
And did you have to paint these sleds?
Nope.
Nope, you didn't paint them?
No, if you want them a different color, you would need to spray paint them. I will tell you it takes quite a few coats of paint to cover. So, but those are fun. I'll continue working on those through the year and hopefully get more of them on my tree next year.
That's awesome.
So this one I was excited about. I showed you the finished cross stitch piece. Well, here is the actual finish. I bought the finishing kit from Primrose, and this was really fun to do. She has a tutorial on how to finish it, and I had a good idea of how to do it, but I wanted to see if they had any tips that would help. And there were a few. I did learn a few things. So this is fun. It's this 2024 snowman. So I'm not sure where he's going to go.
You know, when we talk about details and attention to those details, you know, when I look at your work, I can tell because of like, I can almost, when I look at somebody who is a crafter or a creator or a maker, I can see like their intention when I look at their product. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I can like see, I can almost see their thought process when I look at their piece. One of the things I love about this is, look at that polka dot.
Oh,
That green, you can't see it, but I'll hold it close. That green polka dot fabric that she has right here. I just love that because it makes it look like it adds to the snowing effect. And it's just something as simple as that can really enhance a piece.
Well, and it doesn't take away from the cross stitch. That's the one thing that you want to be sure that how you're finishing it is adding to your piece and not taking away from it. So, I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on with this, but it's all pulled together.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So
And you did a really good job
snitching?
snitching the edges of the ribbon right here. Look at that cutout, you guys. Look at how perfect that cutout is.
I always get confused. I have to think about how my scissors need to go. So.
And sometimes you gotta, cut a couple ends of ribbon to figure it out.
You're right. Okay, this is probably my funnest finish, and we talked about this one, how I was going to finish it. But this is the hot cocoa.
That's beautiful.
And I don't think my backing fabric is exactly the same as theirs, but it's close. And my cross stitch piece, I finished it smaller than what they did because I think they filled most of the center part, so I had quite a bit of space on one end. So I started digging in my button jar and started pulling buttons out and I went, oh, look at these snowflakes. Why don't we use those? So you can layer buttons and you can get that effect. So Julie said she was going to do a hot chocolate bar for Christmas. So I'll have to bring that out and put it on her hot chocolate bar.
Oh.
And here's another one. Lenine did, I think she showed you hers. But this was from Friend Stitch this year.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a thankful heart is a happy heart. And that's my finish on
Scoot it over to the box, the white box right there.
In front of my face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we had it on my shoulder, but my shirt's too dark. It went out of focus.
I think Lenine used
Okay, then you can pull it back so they can see your face.
She used some different colors on her piece. And did she put the bow on the top?
I don't remember.
I think
I don't think so.
Having done the twine bow on the snowman, I thought it just needs something.
Well, and I like how you double bowed it. You
Yeah.
have 2 strands.
I think I've got
Now, did you have 2 separate bows, or did you hold 2 strands and then make a bow?
2, 4, 5.
Because I see 2 ends.
Well, what I did is
I like that. It's nice and
I
full.
took my 4 fingers
Uh-huh.
and I took the twine and wrapped it around until I was happy with it.
Uh-huh.
Tied it in the middle,
Uh-huh.
and then glued it down and then trimmed my ends.
Yeah. That's nice. That looks nice and full.
Yeah, and it was funny because the rickrack trim, how they layered it, I think they called it braided rickrack, and I was trying to fit them in the valleys of the rickrack, and
Yeah.
it was not working.
No.
So I watched the tutorial, and by golly, they just they told me how to do it. But they did the red, and then they did the white behind it. So, yeah, I was making it really hard.
I love that double hills and valley
Yeah.
rickrack thing. I think that's so cool. You know, I would love to finish a cross stitch one day and just see how much stuff can I put on a cross stitch. Like, you know, with mini palms and rickrack
Yeah.
and twine and rouging
And buttons
and all that jazz. That would be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, well,
How much can I fit on there exactly, you know?
you don't want to hide your cross stitch. You don't want to hide the hard
It
work.
would just be fun to, I know, but just to,
Okay.
just for fun.
So as I'm working on my cross stitch piece, I listen to it to see how it wants to be finished. Funny, Peter. And with my next ones I'm going to show you, they were really telling me how they wanted to be done.
This one says she wants to be given to Virginia.
Virginia doesn't want that one.
Are you Virginia now? You can't be picky as to what people give you. You don't want this one?
I'll take it, yeah.
She'll take it
She's
now.
not that enthusiastic
she
about
was
it.
That was like, oh yeah, I'll take it.
So thank you for the suggestion
What is
for
it?
wool.
What?
Yeah, I got
Who?
my wool
Who?
stash. Was it Wendy?
Wendy.
I think she did because I didn't
Wendy.
know how to finish it. So I dug into my wool stash and pulled out the red wool. And
Wendy,
then
you're a genius, I tell you.
I had this trim. It was in a box somewhere, so I pulled it out and I put it around there, and that's how I finished this one.
Gosh. Did you
So-
show them the back? Let me put that
back,
up close
yeah.
so they can see. Oh, look
It's
at
a
that
real
wool.
rich, thick felted wool.
Yeah, it is. That is awesome. Man almighty. Look at that green Christmas tree.
I had to have my husband help me with the color because I had a green
That's pretty.
and then I had a red. And I said, which one do you think I should use? I said, it's going to be on the back, so it doesn't really matter. He says, well, I think the red. He says, yeah, I know you're going to put the green on it. I went, no, I asked. So I did kind of mess up the trim at the top. I had meant to tuck the ends inside as I stitched them on. So now I have to find my fray check and put on the ends so it doesn't fray out. So, yeah, that was one of the things I finished yesterday. Here's another one.
That's pretty.
Christmas trees, very simple and stitching please. And those are not, I mean, they look like pom-poms, but they're actually loops made to look like pom-poms. I found that in my ribbon stash.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that one just kind of said, I just want to be finished simply. And I said, okay.
I want to make this little thimble tree. Like, I want to get
Yeah.
a thimble and then get like a thing off the Norwegian pine out there. One of those little
Oh, yeah.
sprigs and stick it in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Stitch that out and put it on one of the sleds.
Oh, that would be so cool. That'd be so cool to have like a little thimble.
Yeah.
Or not thimble. What am I saying? A wooden spool, you
wooden
guys. Come on now.
Okay.
Where do they find people like me? I just don't
I
understand. We don't even know what
know.
we're saying.
Yeah, I know. Oh, this one's fun. Oh.
Oh, I love that fabric. I love that fabric. I remember when we got that fabric.
This is, I had the piece of selvage that it was Judy Rothermall. Is that how you say it? It was her vintage Christmas. And this is Hello Santa.
That was the fabric that I packed with that stitch along we did that one year.
Oh, is it?
The line, some of that
Okay.
fabric from that line
But
for
this,
the first 2023 Santa from Primrose Cottage.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So most of these are Primrose Cottage that I have finished. But it's basically, I just added a border around the outside, fabric on the back, and then the ribbon with the 2 buttons together. And it was a very simple finish. I can't remember how many movies I watched while I was sewing and finishing all this. But
I love how it says Santa on the hats, and
Uh-huh.
all the hats have little holly
yep,
leaves and berries.
yep, that was fun. And here we go for another one. This is
I
Warm Winter
remember
Wishes.
this.
And that was the same line. I used the checkered fabric and just wrapped twine around the edge, tied a bow, and put some layered buttons on it. Very simple finishes. I think the most elaborate one was the snowman, but I had purchased the kit, so there was lots to do with that. But I got them all done in time for Christmas. I have 2 more that I had stitched that I need to find boards to put them on, so I didn't get those done. But I think that's pretty good. So what I'm working on now, this is my next sled.
I see an outline.
And it's not even a complete outline. So-
Today is brought to you by the letter C.
No kidding.
Or J. Today's brought to you by the letter J. I can't tell what letter that is.
It's some letter. But
It's a
this
fish
is,
hook.
Oh, there you go. This is the 3rd.
This holiday season, PSA announcement, don't get catfished.
Oh, jeez. This is going to be the house. And the picture's kind of blurry, so.
Is that the house? The teal
It's the-
aqua?
Yes.
Oh, because there's Santa, there's the presents. I was
Yeah.
paying attention.
So this will be the 3rd one on my 2nd pattern. So it really makes my hand hurt holding this small, and you can't roll it or bend it because it's the paper, but I can only do so many at a time.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I watch these videos, and so I get an understanding before I dive into something what to expect. You know what I mean?
And I'm the opposite. I just dive in and work my way out. So that's okay. Always been that way, rather impulsive. And then the reason I told you about to check out your favorite designers as far as mystery stitches and things like that. Luminous Fiber Arts, I've done a couple of theirs. But this year, he's so cute.
Oh my gosh, Misty Purcell, you are killing me with this. He is adorable.
I am a little behind Misty, but I will get caught up. This is what I have done so far.
Look at this.
This is called Frosty.
Frosty.
And I don't think I'm giving anything away because I think she has released all of the pattern to those who are participating. But Frosty is
Look
in
at this Frosty.
a red
That's
glove. And there'll be another bell hanging down, and then Frosty will be down the side. He's so cute. I
You know
love.
what would be adorable?
What?
Is to sew a bell. Like an actual bell.
Yeah, I have some.
Oh my gosh, that would be
Yeah.
next level. Oh, you know what would be amazing?
Whoa.
Okay, I got you. Are you gonna put this in a hoop or a pillow? What are you gonna do?
I bought the finishing kit, so that's how it's finished. It's finished as a pillow, and that's velvet down on the bottom.
I got an idea.
And they have a mitten here. I could put 3 bells instead of the buttons.
Frame the whole thing in mini bells. You know how you got pom-poms? Well, instead of pom-poms, use bells.
Yeah, that's a lot of bells.
I know.
Rusty ones. Give it that
I mean,
vintage look.
I tell you what,
Let's see if I have the final.
the final draft.
Yeah, I should because I have all 3. And it was only a 3-part. So, yeah, here we go. So that's what he'll look like when he's all done.
Oh, look at that mitten. Is he in a mitten?
Yeah,
Frosty, man, he's got a good game plan.
he does.
I want to live in a mitten.
You'd be warm.
Oh, I'd be so warm.
I mean, I really, even if I just had the top part, I love how she did his face.
Yeah.
He's a happy snowman. He's a kind snowman. He's not scary.
And look, he's got a hat just like I do. And you know what I did last year?
What?
We have those trees, Norwegian.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Are those Douglas firs or Norwegian pines? What are those outside?
I'm not
The
sure.
real tall ones?
Haven't really paid attention.
So I took one of those tips off off a branch and stuck it in my hat. So you know how you can put a feather in a hat? I had that in my hat all Christmas long. I loved it.
Wow. So as you can see, I kind of crossed over into all my major crafts here between the cross stitch and the quilting and the scrapbooking, and it all blends together. So all the fabric and twine and buttons, that all came out of my stash. So if you've got a bunch of things sitting around that aren't finished, start looking around your house to see what you have that you can finish them with. I mean, when I did the finishing class, I kept telling them, think outside the box. Everything doesn't need to be framed. Everything doesn't need to be a pillow. There's just all kinds of ways that you can finish your cross stitch. So pull it out of that drawer, set it out to where you can see it, let it talk to you. Eventually you'll see how it needs to be finished. And it is such an accomplishment because I had these sitting in a project bag. I knew they were there, and that was bothering me because they weren't out. I'd finished them, but they weren't out where people would see them. So now they can go out and spread joy this Christmas.
You have enough here that I think Grandma Ginger could decorate our display case with these.
Well, then I couldn't decorate at home with them.
I know. What are you gonna do?
6 of one, half dozen of another. So maybe, I don't
Well, you
know.
did good. That's impressive, Nancy.
Oh,
Very impressive.
and I put my pillow forms in my 3 Christmas pillows that I made on my embroidery machine, so they get to sit out now.
Oh wow,
They had just been
awesome.
sitting on my on my cutting table, nice and flat.
It's fun to
So.
decorate.
It is. So, well, that is all I have. But Peter, I know you've got a tub there that's got some goodies.
Tub love, tub love.
Oh,
And we've been handing out the doilies to our customers that
those are fun.
that's so happy. That's her YouTube handle.
Didn't we read a tradition from her?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love those. I used.
Did you read the letter?
I did.
It was called she titled it. It was
The
just
Best
so,
Lie.
Yeah, it was so adorable. And I mean, our customers are loving them. And then Always in Stitches came out with the most beautiful way to package them. We packaged them in cellophane, and then we had a little label made that folds over and staples to the cellophane with a copy of the letter inside. I believe we did a copy of the letter inside. It's so
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
It just really
Yeah.
warms my heart to know that those are going out along the world.
Yeah, and they actually work. I mean, there's so many uses for them. I think Cappy was saying you could use them as a face cleanser, which I used mine that way. You could put them in a little container with some baby shampoo and a little bit of water and make great diaper wipes. There's just so many things you could do with them.
So this is just I'm just going to show you guys what we're talking about.
These are crocheted out of 100% cotton yarn, and ooh, that's pretty. I like
And
the blue.
So Happy's mom made all these, and all different. And they would keep her busy by buying her all this beautiful yarn to make all these different versions of them. And they would sell them at craft fairs and boutiques and stuff like that. And she saw how happy her mom was making them, and so they would sell them, and then her mom kept all the money from all the ones that she made.
Great sense of purpose.
Yeah. Well, I like that green one. I might have to. I haven't decided which ones I like yet, but I think I like these green.
I got a set of 5 for each of my girls to put in their Christmas stockings.
Yeah, the green. I'm
Don't
doing
tell
the
'em.
green. I'm doing the green. I like the green and white. That's so fun.
I bet Dawn would like the green ones
Oh, I bet
too.
she would too.
She'll snarf those up.
Yeah, she will. Dawn will make a whole outfit or quilt out of them.
No kidding.
Winter Forest, new pattern. Here we go.
This is hot off the press. I do not even have it in the point of sale yet. That's how fresh it is.
Okay.
It's from Primrose Cottage.
Quiet on the set, please. Okay, this one is Plum Street Samplers.
She don't care, it's her shop.
Salem Mini Mood. Can somebody shut her door? Plum Street Samplers, Salem Sampler.
Lenine really liked this one. She's all about.
Yeah, she even has a cemetery, so it's appropriate because there's
Yeah.
a skull up on the top.
Yeah, that's very much a Lenine pattern.
I
wonder if
asked
she
Lenine,
got
I
it.
go, Lenine, you got any plots left?
It's an old cemetery.
I wonder, do I want to be buried in an old cemetery?
Well, you
don't
have
know.
lots of friends.
That's true. I wonder what they get up to late at night.
I don't know. I like this pattern.
Winter Moon. Plum Street.
But you know, if you want to get in there, you better hurry because people are dying to get in there.
Stuck Santa. Oh, poor Santa's stuck in the chimney. Good job, Teresa Kogut. Jingle Ball
Yeah.
exclusive. Was this
Oh.
last year's? 2023? Yep.
Yeah.
Last year's Jingle Ball, folks.
I wonder if I got that one.
You probably didn't. No, you would have if you did Jingle Ball
Yeah,
last
I
year.
did. I thought this was cute. And for this year's Jingle Ball, she did snowmen for the garland, and then the yarn went, or the ribbon went through their hat,
Oh, that's
which
cool.
was cute.
Cross stitch, Deck the Halls. Oh, we got black cats and black Kroskis.
Oh, the next one is my favorite. I bet you don't know why.
Home for Christmas. I'll tell you why. We got cardinal action. We got peppermint candy canes because I know how much you like those. And it's a log cabin.
It's a log cabin. Plus there's
This
Santa and a
hey,
snowman.
this is Appalachian Santa.
There you go. He
Come
might be a
get-
little more rugged than that.
Come get your Appalachian Santa. That's fun. Greetings from Saint Nick. Always got a.
A sheep.
I like this one because there's a little snowman tucked away in his haversack.
She's got a wish list.
And there's a sheep.
Now, the next one, we're out of focus again. The next one is a hot seller. People have been asking about this since she first put out on her newsletter that it went to the printer.
And we're sold out.
People were asking, well, how can I get it? Who's got it? When's it available? And it flew. We had orders before we even got it. So, yeah, we're gonna have to order a whole lot more of these.
It'll end up getting sold out. I mean, this is gonna be one of those ones that everybody's gonna have in their collection. And the
Oh,
ones
yeah.
who didn't buy it, they're not gonna be able to get it because it was just sold out.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to mess up the copy. Y'all know what's in here, so I don't even have to show you.
Hello, Santa.
I'm sure you guys know what every pattern is in here. So because this is the last copy and we're sold out, I'm not even gonna mess this one up because I want it to stay pretty.
And if you can't get in to buy this one copy, please don't fight over it. We can take special orders, and when we order the next set, you'll get yours right off the top we'll be sure to.
We actually
Give it
had
to
3 lucky people who did a special order. Say they got theirs right away.
They did.
It's in the mail to you, or you've picked it up, or you're on your way to pick it up. So.
Or you've already gotten it.
Yeah, and you're stitching on it by now, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yep. Fun, fun.
Monthly Mini Village,
Yep. This
January.
is a new series by Country Cottage Needleworks. Well, it was when you first started.
Yes.
They did the one that was vertical.
Yes.
It was more of a sampler. And then this is a
And
horizontal.
and the vertical was a single house,
Yes.
where this is
Multiple houses.
Multiple houses. We have Lindy Stitches. She has another bird. This is called the December Northern Cardinal,
Isn't they
and
pretty?
it looks like a flea male. Wouldn't you say? I don't know. Or is this a British bird that I don't know?
No, it's what is it? A northern? I would have to
A
look it up
December
and
Northern
see.
Cardinal. What's the
Because
lowdown on this bird?
sometimes there are different. They don't give you much of a story. But you can always Google it, and then you can see if this pattern is the male or the female. It looks like the cardinals that we get around here, the females are the drab color, and they have just a hint of red on her crest. But this may be the male,
Could be.
because he's got quite a bit of color to him. I like the next one too.
Oh, that's adorable. That December bird was 12 cents. The January California quail, 96 cents.
Have you ever eaten quail?
I don't think I
It's
haven't.
yummy.
I haven't had quail. I haven't had pheasant or pheasant.
Peasant.
I haven't
I
had
hope you haven't
pheasant.
eaten peasants.
No pheasant,
Pheasant's
no
good,
quail,
Where I used to work, my boss would go
no ostrich.
pheasant hunting, and then at our Christmas party, he would fix a casserole that had pheasant in it. Oh, so good.
Pheasant lasagna?
No, it was not lasagna. This is Lisa pattern.
Oh, we didn't talk about our Christmas party.
Oh, not yet.
Yeah, you think about stories and highlights, because we need to do a highlights and stories from the Christmas party. And then
Oh.
I'm going to continue showing patterns.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Okay. What is this?
Turkey sausage.
Turkey, why is it turkey sausage? Oh, because it's
They're
a bunch
wiener
of wiener dogs. Look at those little hot dogs.
Lisa's got a dachshund, so she loves those patterns.
And dachshunds are very sweet, though.
Yeah, Princess, she tolerates me. She just knows whenever I go to pick Lisa up, I take her away, and she doesn't like that.
Needle House Works.
Snowy Quaker. That's pretty. It's got a log cabin in it, too.
Yeah, it does. Twin Peaks Snowman. Now, Twin Peaks primitives, aren't they Norwegian?
Yep.
I love Twin Peak primitives, and I love their take on everything they do, because they give it this really nice, just their look. You know, their design,
Yeah.
their aesthetic.
At Market, I've taken a couple classes from the ladies, and they are very sweet. They have a pretty good accent, but it's not so bad you can't understand them. They struggle a little bit in trying to get
You
the
just
English.
have to put your Norwegian ears on.
I forgot them that
Yeah,
day,
you gotta
I
put on
think.
your Nordic ears so you know what they're saying. That's what I do when I listen to an accent. Like if it's British, I put on my British. If it's Icelandic, I put on my Iceland. You know, I just put on the different ears that I need to. If it's Nigerian, I put on the Nigerian. I mean, you can understand any accent as long as you put on those ears. You'll be able to hear it right away. I promise.
Okay. This pattern is a reprint from a previous. The first one they used silks. This one they're using classic colorworks. So if you think, oh, that's not a new pattern, just the threads, the same chart but different threads.
Okay. Beautiful Thanksgiving.
Read that again.
Bountiful Thanksgiving. Words are hard.
Especially when you have to read them.
2116.
No, try that again.
1621.
There you go.
It's a placemat.
Well, maybe not. I would not want to put my Thanksgiving plate on that.
You wouldn't put your Thanksgiving plate on that?
No.
Why not? Are you a messy eater?
I could be.
You use a clear plate, Lisa. You know those clear glass plates?
Oh, put it on.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
That would
cool?
be cute.
Hey, it's a place setting, but then you don't actually eat on it.
There you go.
It's just cross stitch,
Yay!
hot off the press.
They've got some Valentine's Day patterns in there, winter patterns. It's a pretty good magazine.
It could be just a little bit. Well, Brett went over and changed the battery.
Oh, there's
yeah.
a scarecrow.
Yeah, there's a barn, there's a
I
bird.
love that barn.
I love
Oh,
that bird.
Is that the cabin? There's a cabin in the
Oh,
woods.
I
with
like that.
snow.
I like that cabin in the woods snow scene.
Yes, it is amazing.
Yeah, just get my number and give me a call anytime.
Oh, there's a church house with the alpha. Bet.
There it is.
Here's the snow cabin action. Oh, look at how that's beautiful.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think I'll be making that one.
You can stitch snow while we get all this rain in December.
I do not like rain.
I haven't dried out yet.
No kidding. Okay, this is the one. This is from Stitching with the Housewives, and it says, "Oh, come let us adore him." And what it is mounted on is, it's a nativity set. And it's from Paisleys and Polka Dots, and I got mine the other day.
You
I'm
did?
so excited.
You did?
Yes.
Oh
and
my
it's got
gosh.
all the pieces of the nativity that it comes in natural wood, so you can leave it natural or you can paint it like they did the white. And then the stable has the flat part in the back where you can mount the cross stitch. And that cross stitch will not take long at all.
No.
Painting
That's-
the pieces will probably take longer.
That's cool.
So, and it was $42 for the set, and with shipping was $52.69. So it's a bit of an investment, but oh, how pretty will that be?
I feel like that's like a one of a kind.
Yeah,
Like
and I mean you can
one to cherish for years.
you can customize, you can
You could
paint in
paint.
detail
Yes, that would
the
be cool.
nativity, or you can just leave it the single color. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet.
I would like to see you paint them individual. Like, that would be pretty.
Yeah.
I don't
We'll
know.
see.
You'll find out. You'll know what you want to do.
Yep.
Here's some flowers, some roses. Wild Rose Lane. And then we have snowmen.
Word swap.
There's snowmen. And then my favorite crochet book.
This is such a fun book. It has different animals, and they're not your typical animals that you would crochet, but they give little facts about the animals.
The author.
I learned more about a guinea pig than I really wanted to know.
And just to give you a sampling, I love this book. So I'll just start with, okay, Stella the Sugar Glider. Okay, here's Stella. She's a sugar glider. Now here's some fun facts that are in the book about the sugar glider. Sugar gliders are nocturnal. They will use the day for resting and sleeping. This allows them to evade predators that are predominantly active during the day. Sugar glider. Fun facts. Sugar gliders have excellent hearing. Their ears move independently of each other, and this allows them to pinpoint where a noise is coming from. They are highly intelligent, and much like cats and dogs, they will develop a strong bond with their owners.
If you don't know what a sugar glider is, they're almost like a small flying squirrel. A friend of mine had some sugar gliders. Oh, Beauregard.
That's a fun book. I love it.
Yeah.
And then, drum roll, please. This is my all-time favorite pattern ever.
It's a good thing I don't play the drums. She is cute. What's her name?
I can't. There's not any information on the back. I'm in the dark. I'm in the blind here. It is Animal Cracker Series Nettle. Designed by Stacy Nash. Now what we have here is we have a rabbit, okay? But the rabbit is in mystery, let's say. This rabbit is wearing a mask. So you make the mask separately and then you can dress the rabbit up with the mask. Now this mask is a cat mask. So this rabbit is incognito. Yep, cat mask. I read it. See, cat mask.
Oh, okay.
See how short the ears are on the mask?
Well, maybe it's a short-haired bunny mask.
No, it says cat on the back. I read it.
Well, I can call it a cat.
Nope.
A rabbit.
Nope.
It's a rabbit mask
Nope.
if you
It's
want it
cat
to
mask.
be. Nope.
It's cat mask.
Nope.
No, the rabbit is wearing a cat mask so it won't get eaten by another cat.
But look at the eyes. Did you show this picture?
Yeah, see how big the eyes are? Those are cat eyes.
Yeah, they're different from the rabbit eyes. So I will concede it's a cat mask.
Yes! 1 for
The
Peter,
only dime.
0 for Nancy.
I think I have a few points.
I still got Yard Bunny. When it snowed, I wanted to know if I still had the bunny coming to visit me because I haven't seen Bun Bun because I'm not out in the yard, you know. And we used to have those meetings every night at about 7 p.m. The bunny would come into the yard and eat the clover. Well, I'm not out there, so I don't see Bunny, and I'm sad because I don't get to see the bunny friend. But then I looked for tracks in the snow, and I found tracks.
Yeah, we had a rabbit on our front sidewalk. I saw that on the Ring doorbell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would get a Ring doorbell just so I can see the rabbits in the yard.
Usually at 3 a.m. it will go off, and it will be one of 3 cats that walk across our porch. There's a tiger cat, there's an orange cat, and then there's a black cat with white feet, and I think there's some white on his forehead.
So you have a cat cam.
We do. And then the bunny rabbit, we've seen a couple bunny rabbits, and I think one night we had a raccoon walk across our yard. So it's so interesting, the things that you find out on your Ring doorbell when you're not home. You can see what's going on in the neighborhood. Sometimes they're scary things, but sometimes they're just a little comical. You just kind of look at them.
You can put trail cams on the street signs.
Yeah?
Then you would really know what's going on.
No, I don't want to know that badly. Ignorance is bliss at times. So
how was the Christmas party?
oh my
The
gosh.
Always in Stitches 2024 Christmas party.
We did something different this year. We did a pitch-in where we all brought in our favorite dishes. And I love pitch-ins. I mean, I forewent the main dish. And I filled my plate with salads and vegetables and casseroles. And oh, it was yummy.
Did you get a cupcake?
I did. I split one with Julie.
Okay.
So,
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I ate it. He asked
What were
that
some
because
of
I
the
made the
things
cupcakes.
that people brought?
Oh, well, let's do dessert first. There were chocolate peppermint cupcakes. There was blackberry cobbler.
Hold on, back up.
Back up.
The chocolate peppermint cupcakes had peppermint icing, and they had 2 adorable candy canes in the top, joined together so they made a heart.
And then Sandy made homemade blackberry cobbler with blackberries from her bushes. There were
Many little pecan pie.
there was that.
Tarts.
Those would be
Oh,
tarts.
those were my favorite.
Yeah, and there was something else in that.
And I'm not gonna
Plate.
lie, I pre-gamed.
You did?
I did. So I knew that Grandma Ginger and Virginia were going to go set up the room at 3:30. So at around 3:35, I just went in there to kind of investigate and see how the decoration was going because I was getting excited. Well, let's just say that the dessert tray, one of the dessert trays was already sitting on the table. And it was covered with tinfoil. Well, I had to go see what it was. Well, once I saw what it was those many little pecan pie tarts. I just never had seen one. I never had one, so I had one. And my life has changed forever.
a sugar cream pie.
That was good.
Were there any cookies? Can't remember.
I
But
don't remember. Yes, we did have cookies because we saved the cookies that So Happy made and shipped to us. Snowflake cookies. We had snowflake cookies in a red Tupperware container that she mailed in the box with all the doilies. So we saved those for the employees.
I miss
They were
that.
good. They were covered with powdered sugar. Nom 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 nom.
now I'm sad. Well, anyway, on the main table, you had your vegetables, your raw vegetables, had fruit, had an olive plate, which had all kinds of different olives on it. There were pickled Brussels sprouts, which I missed. I love Brussels sprouts. There was a corn pudding. There was a hash brown casserole. There was pulled pork. There was a corn salad. There was Janet made, and we were trying to figure out how this was made, but she told me she took the Hawaiian dinner rolls, and I think she hollowed out a little center part, and there was a mini meatball in there with some sauce, and then covered with cheese. It was amazing. Then there was a like a crescent roll that had, I think, ham or turkey and cheese in it. There was, oh gosh, I know I'm missing something. I'm trying to figure. There were pickled beets. Oh my gosh, they were so good.
I love pickled beets. Those were so good.
And they were the little ones.
Yes,
they were whole.
they were the little babies.
Oh, yum. I wanted to eat them all, but I didn't. I shared. What else? What am I missing? I know I'm missing something.
The little cucumbers, pickled mini tiny cucumbers.
I missed those too.
Yeah, those were delicious.
Okay,
That
we
was
have to do
good.
this again so I can try one of everything and not miss something. Oh, I love pitch-ins. Those are my favorite because you get that person's favorite recipe. I mean, they're not going to bring something they don't like. They're going to bring something that they do like. So, after we spent all that time eating,
We
which
filled
was
our guts.
amazing, then we did a Secret Santa. And this is always fun because we make an ornament, or we buy an ornament, or some type of a Christmas
Or
decoration.
we steal one.
No, we're not there yet.
Oh.
You got to bring one first, and you wrap it so nobody can see what it is. And we're all given a number.
No,
and
I meant you take one.
Oh yeah. Wonder how you know that, Peter. You draw a number, and that tells you what order you go in. Now, Lenine likes to change the rules every year, so she has to lay out the rules at the beginning.
And nobody's listening. So here's
No.
Lenine. You have a room full of 23 people sitting in fold-up chairs in a circle,
Chatting.
chatting while she's trying to talk over them.
She gave up. But the different, how we used to play is the first person at the end would be able to go back, and she could either keep her ornament or she could go steal somebody else's. And that was the deal. When your number came up, you could either take a gift off the table or you could steal one from somebody else. And that ornament could only be stolen 3 times. Well, Grandma Ginger likes to make wool cardinals. And each year they're really pretty. And each year I try to get one. And each year it gets stolen. I thought I had it nailed down this year. Except the rule was number 14
Oh.
could steal or keep what they wanted.
You
at the
had
end.
it. It
I
was
had it.
yours.
I stole it for the 3rd time, so it could not be stolen by anybody else except Bonnie. That's all I'll say. Bonnie went home with the cardinal. But that was okay because she had Deborah's ornament, which for the past 3 years I've gotten Deborah's ornament.
Oh, wow.
And they are hanging on my tree and they are beautiful. And so she and I made a pact that she will make an ornament just for me, and she'll tell me what it's wrapped like so that I'll take that one and just won't even have to worry about the silly cardinal and losing it. So it was all in good fun. Some things got stolen quite frequently. Some people got stolen from quite frequently. But it was a fun evening. We had it over at the new event center, and it had plenty of room. If you haven't seen it, check out our website. We're going to have our family Christmas there this year, so we've gotten so big that nobody's house is big enough, and maybe our numbers haven't increased, but the bodies have gotten bigger, so that takes up more room. So I'm excited to have, room that the kids can, spread out a little bit, and the adults can spread out. So it's that time of year when families get together, and like somebody said, families all got along together, and we wish that for all of your families and your get-togethers. That I know sometimes it's hard having lost people throughout the year, that there's that empty chair that was always filled. But enjoy your Christmas, have fun, enjoy the food. And I've never figured out why we only make fudge at Christmas time. Fudge can be eaten all year round, but I
And
only
so
make
can
it at
peanut
Christmas.
butter toffee.
I know. We just need to make that stuff all year round. So keep Christmas in your heart all year long, and just enjoy your time with family and friends and all the good food that comes along with it. And have a Merry Christmas. I don't think we'll probably have another Flosstube till after the first of the year. So have a safe and happy New Year, and we'll see you next year.
Happy Christmas!
Bye.